It is great to have you with us from Jones Stadium in Lubbock, Texas. And while today is the final home game of the season for one team, it is more importantly a celebration, Senior Day. It's the TCU Horned Frogs and the Texas Tech Red Raiders. Alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I am Reese Davis. Holly Rowe is down on the sidelines. We say hello to Holly.
Lubbock has one of the best fan bases in college football. When you step on the field, they are welcoming, they are loud, and they are passionate about their Red Raiders. This has become a must-visit venue. If you're talking about college football, do not sleep on Lubbock, Texas. The Red Raiders are ready to roar. Back to you.
Appreciate that, Holly. And the Red Raiders ready to put toe to leather, and here we go. Not going to give him a chance to make a play as they boot that thing through the end zone. The Horned Frogs offense will dial up the first ball plays in this one. Guys, the last time these two old foes met, it finished in a one-possession game.
And it's so much fun. There's so much hype. They don't like each other. The rivalry really, really matters. And, Jesse, when it's closer games, it's even more fun, like the last throwdown they had. Expect more of that today.
Yeah, you just know this game is going to be emotional. And I think a big part of it is which of these two teams can handle that emotion. I agree. I think we're expecting this one to go right down to the wire, just like the last time these two teams played.
Just a short pass to the tight end. And that had all the makings of bug meat windshield, but how about the little corner taking on the big tight end and keeping him from getting the first? Just a quick rhythm throw there and really good use of the tight end.
Yeah, good use of the big fella. I mean, go through your progressions real quick. You can't find anything. Get the easy gain. Don't take a shot down the field all the time. Take those shots later, but take those easy, wide-open opportunities to get some positive chunks.
Really nice run there, picking up the first down. Now they're right back up to the line of scrimmage, ready to go again.
Creating some space, getting just enough good blocking, and they've got it up to the 47-yard line.
The offense has a little bit of success on the ground, and they're up. Look at them. They're ready to go again, back on the line of scrimmage, ready to run another play.
Breaks into the open. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a first down.
I think it's really important for this offense. They get this guy going early in the game, and they're doing a nice job of that right now. Remember, he's the kind of running back who gets better as the game goes on. That's a really good omen for this offense, considering his success now early.
Here's a little room there. He's at the 10. He rumbles all the way down to the 2-yard line. He gave him a little bit of everything on that one.
And talking to the OC this week, getting this running back going was step number one. It was priority number one. He said it makes the whole offense go. Like, he is the bell cow. He is the guy. This offense doing exactly what they set out to do on this first drive.
And the Horned Frogs will hustle to the line. Drops back. It's Craig. Wide out trying to get it in. And he will take it in. Touchdown, Horned Frogs!
Well, they wanted to turn the page after losing their last game, so how about you come out in this one? On the opening drive, you march the field 75 yards and put 6 on the board. You can't start a game better than that.
Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And the PAT makes it 7-0. That is an efficient drive. 7 plays, 75 yards. And they finish things off with an 8-yard toss for the score. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. So Texas Tech's offense gets to come out for its first possession of the game. And here are the starters on the offensive front, and you won't find one much better in the country.
I think in college football, games are still won and lost in the trenches, David, and we are looking at one of the great offensive lines today in college football. They know every single week one thing. They are going to try to line up, and they're going to try and run the football. When you've got a tailback like they've got, and you've got this offensive line, man, they're hard to stop.
They are hard to stop, man. And what I love about offensive linemen, I like when they don't like people, and they enjoy moving people against their will. And this unit, man, they're going to pave holes, and this running back's going to get the credit. But make no mistake about it, that line up front paves the way and makes his job so much easier.
And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. 2nd and long here. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Takes the handoff. It's Dickey. Nowhere to go. Same song, second verse, as this defense is ready for this guy. They'll have to push the ball down the field here on 3rd and long. Looking downfield, it's Hammond. Just got rid of that one.
It's so nice when you know it's 3rd and long, you know a pass is coming, you worked on it all week, get your feet set at the sticks, understand that quarterback's got to be rushed, get him off of his spot. Nice execution by this defense.
And the coverage team will get to it, and they'll down it just inside the 30. TCU will send its offense back onto the field. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Pulled and finds his man on the left. Fighting off the defender. He gets it past the 30, and they'll get him out of bounds at the 32. Let's talk for just a second about TCU. It has been a season to forget, and honesty compels us to say changes are probably coming.
I'm not sure, but I think Reese Davis just fired a coach. Is that what I heard? I'm pretty sure that's what just happened. Listen, hasn't gone well. You've heard the outside noise, continuing to get louder and louder, haven't met expectations. And this is the business we live in college sports, when you get paid a lot of money to do a job and you don't perform.
Listen, at the end of the day in college football, it's results-oriented. They've lost football games this year, and so all signs right now pointing to them potentially making that change before next season. If they're going to stay competitive and they're going to field the best team and program possible heading into next year, then it looks as though a change is inevitable here.
Texas Tech ready to send the offense back onto the field. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. Tackled almost immediately. They're well short of the first down. A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on 2nd down. He'll set up to throw. That's caught. It's Carter. He knew exactly where he wanted to go with that one, and they've got enough for the first down.
You know, there used to be a time in college football where tight ends were just possession receivers. You'd throw it to them, and they'd go down right away. Not this guy. That was a short throw. And then he shows you the athleticism once he has the ball in his hands. That's why he is such a tough matchup for any defense. Man, he's a problem.
The Red Raiders will snap it on 1st and 10. Sees an alley. And he's able to shed one tackle and gets a pretty good pickup.
And, man, I don't know that there's a better 1-2 punch in all of college football when it comes to complementing each other than these two backs. Dickey can run downhill, stay square, be powerful. Williams you can play touch football in an elevator and lose to that guy. So dynamic, good out of the backfield. Palmer, this offense, I know they got a new QB, but to me it starts on the ground.
It does. I think that's the part that really makes this offense so unique and dynamic, is it really is an air raid principle type offense, but they're still running it about 50% of the time. And you just mentioned the two guys back there. When you've got talent like that, why not? They absolutely should tote the rock.
To the air, it's Hammond. Left side, it's Dickey. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the 2nd quarter. We've reached the break, and TCU is holding the lead as we get a look at the numbers so far. They've switched into the field, and we're ready to get things started here in the 2nd. So 1st down here as they go back to work. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. Lets it fly. Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
They were really starting to put a drive together, but after a couple of incompletions, now they need a big play on 3rd and 10. Looking for space. It's Sticky. And they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the first. Now on 4th down and 5, they'll try to move the chains. Snaps it, and he has to have it. He's got it on the move. He's got enough, and they roll the dice on 4th down, and they keep the drive alive. And the Red Raiders will try to punch it in on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Nothing doing, and he was lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage at 2nd and goal.
They're trying to run the football, and there's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
Hit and drop behind the line. He'll lose a yard.
All right, so now you're in this 3rd down situation close to the goal line, and it just feels, David, like they're going to have to throw the football in order to score a touchdown here. I like maybe trying to get the quarterback outside on the perimeter and give him a run-pass option.
I like that, too. Get the quarterback on the move. And here's the thing. If I get close and I get stopped, it's 4th down. 4th down means go for it. That's all that means now today in college football.
And on 4th down, they'll try to salvage the drive with a field goal. Just drives it between the uprights. That'll bring him to within 4.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. TCU ready to crank things up on this drive. They went 3 and out last time. Now they'll look for some plays that work. Hits inside. It's Payne. He's past the marker. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line.
And after giving up a long run defensively, they don't have a chance to substitute now. They've got to get ready to go because the offense is going tempo.
To the ground. He's got it again. They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43.
And that wasn't a big game, but look at the offense. Right back on the ball, ready to call a play, ready to go fast.
They make the tackle, but not before he picks up the 1st down. The Horned Frogs in the hurry-up.
Great job by the offense, understanding where the sticks are. And look, they got the 1st down, and they're like, all right, let's crank this tempo up now. We got 1st down. Let's go fast.
Stopped right there. After losing a couple on that last play, here's 2nd and 12.
And, man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground? That is a baller.
The Red Raider crowd rising to the occasion to help its defense on 3rd down. Looking for a man. It's Craig. Here comes the heat. They got him. Great pressure by this defense.
How nice is it as a defense when you can drop 7 guys in a coverage, only rush 4, and still get home? That makes you feel good if you're the D coordinator.
And the Horned Frogs will punt this one away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Showing some serious leg strength on that boomer. And he can't quite get it down or out of bounds. It's into the end zone for a touchback. The Red Raiders offense comes out ready to attack. They had to settle for the chip shot field goal last time, Jesse. They'd love for this one to pay off bigger.
Yeah, it just comes down to execution, too. Did a nice job out in the field, stalled a little bit once they got down to the goal line, so they just need to be a little bit more crisp here, David.
Yeah, and listen, I think the first part was the most important part. You got to put the drive together first to get down there. Now, when we get down there, focus on execution and getting 6 points.
He wants to go deep. He's picked off, and he's thrown a dozen of them. Looking for more room. At the 30, the 20, past the touchdown, TCU! And what a turn of events as this defense gets the pick 6. Effective offenses led the way, but a most effective defensive play there.
No doubt. Putting separation now. This game's starting to get out of hand. Defense making plays like this. Offense continuing to score points. Hey, defense wins championships and apparently scores points.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point makes it 14-3. Fielded in the end zone, it's Coleman Williams. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Texas Tech has it back, and the Red Raider offense on its way to the field. They've been pretty much stifled on offense so far, David, only able to muster 3 points in their previous 3 drives.
And you got to find a way to open this up and create some explosive plays. The passing game is obviously the easiest way. Jesse, put more speed on the field. Find those guys down the field.
And you know they're frustrated, too, because they felt like there were some matchups they could take advantage of to get some points on the board early. In this one, they just haven't been able to connect on those opportunities. But I like David's idea. Maybe move some guys around and see if you can create some better one-on-one matchups.
And the big tight end, a lot of times that's a bigger strike zone, a bigger dude, and you could tell they put the hit on him, and that ball came out, and it came to the turf. Nice job playing physical by this defense.
They make the stop about 4 yards short of the first down. Whistle blows. We are at the 2-minute timeout, and man, oh man, could these guys use a score to cut into this lead. Boy, if they don't convert this 4th down, there will be questions to be answered. Snapped it, and he has to have it. Runs through the tackle. Knocked down, but he's got enough to move the chains and convert that 4th down. The Red Raiders getting set on 1st and 10. Sends it back in motion. Cuts it upfield. It's Sticky. Got enough for the 1st down. They'll move the chains after he gets it to the 43-yard line. This offense has had trouble getting it in gear, but maybe a little life here on 1st and 10. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Trying to move them on the counter. He'll be brought down quickly after a very short gain.
And that run really didn't go anywhere, and a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls.
Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. Didn't have a lot of room to run after the pick, but he's done his job. They have it at the 44.
And I like the aggressiveness. I understand you're down, right before the half. You want to go get some points, but you can't turn the football over here. Now you've set the other team up in a position to maybe get more points as the first half's winding down.
Here we go. They'll try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the first half. to the air. It's Craig. It's dropped after taking the hit.
What a hit by the defender. That's a good throw, and that was going to be caught, but how about the defender dislodging the football from its intended target? Nice job.
Wants to go up top on second down. Finds his tight end. Timeout taken by TCU. It's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half.
Listen, nice completion, short gain. Now you get to third down. Third down's more manageable. But guess what? If I don't get it on third down, I still got that fourth down in my pocket. Nowadays, analytics, we're going for it anyways.
Blasted as he lets it go. Just barely got rid of it.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense, considering where this drive started in their opponent territory. Now you're 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
Nestled just inside that right upright. And now the lead is extended a little further.
And that's a really good response by this defense. Their offense throws an interception, puts them in bad field position. They respond with a stop, force a field goal. Yeah, they got 3 points, but great job by this defense.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. He'll be brought down at the 22-yard line. Good coverage on that one as the return is stopped short of the 25. Texas Tech will start the drive. The offense ready to go. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
Tackled almost immediately. Not a whole lot on that one. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Fellas, welcome into the Week 13 edition of the EA Sports College Football Update Show. So many seasons on the line. And we begin with a look at Miami University taking on the Western Michigan Broncos. And it's the Red Hawks, able to pull off the upset by just a score. Going to be fun to see how this changes up the rankings. The victory caps off a 6-6 regular season, and now the waiting game for a possible bowl invitation. Now over to your game in Lubbock. Back and forth we've gone so far, and these numbers, it's funny, third down conversions don't always tell the story. Maybe staying out of those situations in the second half is the safest pathway to victory. That said, let's get back to the field and our guys in the booth to see who comes out on top of this rivalry contest.
The Horned Frogs will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the second half. The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. Texas Tech ready to send the offense back onto the field. A big reason they find themselves trailing to start the second half, those 2 turnovers in the first.
Yeah, and I think coaches will tell you the number one thing that you got to make sure you do is take care of the football. You want to create explosives, you want to put up a bunch of yards, but step one, Jesse, taking care of the football.
And it just goes to show you how critical those mistakes are. Only 2 plays. That's really what separates this team from potentially having the lead. If they clean up the errors, they've got a chance to win this.
Snags it and he's open. Past the 50. And he goes out of bounds, but finally this passing game gets something going here as they try to rally.
And that's why this guy is so dangerous. He's an explosive play just waiting to happen, and it doesn't have to come just handing the football off. That was a simple check down throw, but he got it to him in space, and all of a sudden he does the rest, right? He's able to see the field. He's making people miss. He's got tremendous contact balance and speed. They get an explosive play in the passing game on a simple check down throw to the running back.
This offense hasn't found the end zone yet. Starting to move, it's 1st and 10. Looking for a huge play. Can't hold on in the face of the contact.
And you didn't have a lot of panic in the first half, but man, you're starting to get now in the second half, and this offense just has really, really struggled, underperformed. You know you're a better team, but this offense hasn't shown it. This team hasn't shown it. It's the third quarter. They got to get it going now.
A nice job by the QB there, timing out that drag throw. It's zone coverage, so he's got to make sure he gets it to his receiver in a window to allow him to catch the ball and then turn it upfield.
And this offense just has to find a way to convert this third down, or else they are really in trouble. Fires to the big fella. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down.
Well, I know there's a lot of people out there thinking, hey, it's third down, you got to throw to the sticks here, but I like the call getting the drag. You get the catch, he advances it a little bit, doesn't quite pick it up, but now you've set up 4th and short, and you've got to think on offense, you've got to play somewhere that can go pick up this first down.
It's incomplete, a 4th down stop, and the turnover on downs.
Man, aggressive play calls. Everybody wants you to be aggressive. They're aggressive. They take their shot. Now they got to live with a little bit of the consequences. They turn the football over on downs. Now their defense has to go out on the field and make some stops.
Gets it out to the 25-yard line, a gain of 3. And the Horned Frogs headed quickly to the line.
A nice job being gap sound by this defense. And here you go. Watch what this offense does. They'll get right back on the ball, and they'll go really quick, so you got to be prepared.
And he was greeted by a host of defenders and barely gets it back to the line of scrimmage. Looking downfield, it's Craig. And he gets it away.
And that's a play on third down. This offense just has to do a better job protecting their quarterback. Give him a split second more time to complete that throw, but they couldn't do it there.
My goodness, he unloads on that one. And the punt hits at the 8 and goes into the end zone for the touchback. The Red Raiders offense comes out ready to attack. There have been a couple of missed opportunities for these offenses in the last couple of drives, Jesse.
And I think for this offense here, it'd be nice to hit an explosive play, be aggressive, and really pay off your defense's effort that last drive.
And instead of having to move the ball down the field consistently and then getting stopped on 4th downs, you're right. Create some of those explosives. Take those deep shots. Make those big plays.
Out wide left, it's Hudson. And they get him down at the 43, but this is the kind of explosive play you want to build on.
And, man, I want to see more of that. Like, I want to see more of this offense being aggressive, taking shots on early downs. It doesn't have to be run, pass. Like, being a little bit more diverse. They've struggled today to find big plays. That's a big one there.
He's going for the big play. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on.
You can sense the frustration building on the field and on the sideline for this team because on paper, they're the better team. From a player standpoint, from a record standpoint.
And he throws another interception, his 3rd of the night. He'll be stopped right at the 42 after returning the pick, and the defense comes up with a turnover.
And if you're going to throw a heater like that as a quarterback, you better be accurate because tips lead to picks, especially when you're throwing it over the middle of the field. That time trying to find his tight end, but it is not an accurate throw. It goes up in the air, and the defense makes him pay with the pick.
The Horned Frogs offense takes the field ready to get going. They missed an opportunity to extend this lead the last time they had it, Jesse.
Yeah, they got to be able to regain.
Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32.
I love the defensive effort there. They didn't get him right away. They stayed after him. He was scrambling, going backwards. They get the sack on the first play of the drive.
The Horned Frogs now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. To the air, it's Craig. They're all over him. Timed that hit perfectly to keep him from making the grab. It'll be third down.
Well, this offense really is putting themselves behind the 8 ball right now on this drive. Sack first down. You've just thrown an incompletion, so third in California. Defense knows you're probably going to throw it. What can you dial up here?
Takes a hit as he fires. That is just a sideline credit. Throw, catch, toe drag, everything you want. And the Horned Frogs want to crank the tempo.
And it's on third downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
Yeah, nice job by the defense staying glued to him. Getting him on the ground as soon as he catches the football. Knowing he's a threat, I'm not going to let this guy get out of my sights. Nice job by the D.
He wants to throw it again. Oh, pressure's coming. Excellent pursuit by this defense as he barely gets back to the line of scrimmage. Guns up, and so is the noise. The crowd electric trying to help Tech on this third down. Now hits it, it's Payne. He gets it inside the 40, but he'll be stopped at the 39. Not wide enough to move the sticks, and it's fourth down. This offense gets into plus territory. They're going to go for it regardless of their field goal kicker's range. Needs it. He's brought down, but not before he picks up the first down, and a gutsy call to keep this drive alive.